Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia. Uh, Crisis in Sri Lanka. You may or you may not have saw this news, especially if you are American. I don't think your news media actually reports anything outside of United States. Anyway, um, there is this serious inability for the Sri Lanka government to handle their shortage of foreign currency. So their foreign currency reserves has fallen 70% over the past 2 years because of poor policy decisions. And at the time of this article by Reuters, which is around 17th of March, they had only 2.31 billion US dollars. Or but of course, it's not only in US dollars, but it's like in the total valuation, it's only 2.31 in terms of foreign reserve. And as a result, they are unable to pay for fuel. And their inability to pay for fuel means that on the 31st of March, diesel, which is an extremely important fuel for all heavy vehicles, are no longer for sale. So there is no more fuel for buses and commercial vehicles in Sri Lanka. And this is not just that, they also need the diesel for electricity. As a result, the state electricity monopoly, which is just basically the government electricity authorities, have enforced 13-hour power cuts. Uh, and because of this power cut, the stock exchange also have to limit their trading to just 2 hours. And businesses, as a result, because they are not going to be able to come to work, they have asked all non-essential staff to stay at home. And in case you don't know where is Sri Lanka, is actually just off India. And if you still don't know where it is, Sri Lanka is here. So this is called Asia. In case you do not know, this is called Asia. This is called Europe. And this is India. And India is just off Pakistan and Afghanistan. And this is called India, if your geography is really horrible. And this is Sri Lanka. This is this island here off India. So so the so the electricity situation is so bad that they have to even turn off street lights. They have no more street lights. As you can see, even this protest, there's literally no electricity. No, oh, okay, there's a street light. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm fake news. Okay, anyway, to save electricity, they have turned off street lights. And all these ridiculous shortages has caused extreme outrage, and protests has broke out all across Sri Lanka. And this affects literally everything. So state-run hospitals have to stop surgeries because they have a lack. Due to lack of life-saving medicines, they are unable to actually buy medicines, and they also cannot buy the chemicals required for diagnostic tests. So basically, healthcare kind of grind to a halt as well in Sri Lanka. So this is a serious situation in Sri Lanka. So I quote this Reuters paragraph. Thus, to highlight the severe shortage of a foreign currency, a vessel carrying 5,500 metric tons of cooking oil had to leave Sri Lanka water after the company that ordered it could not procure the 4.9 million from local banks to pay it. So the situation is so bad that they had money, but they cannot actually exchange the money to actually pay. Or maybe they don't even have the money. I'm not even sure. But by the way how they put it, it seems like they're just unable to actually make this payment in the correct currency. So the government now is currently trying to seek a bailout from IMF, International Monetary Fund, and they're trying to get loans from India and China. So India had already answered the call by providing a $1 billion credit line, which I think Sri Lanka will take forever to repay. And that allows a prompt shipment of 40,000 tons of rice to Sri Lanka. So they will continue to deliver rice to Sri Lanka up to 300,000, because Sri Lanka also have a rice crisis. They have a food crisis because of some I think just now I read they ban certain fertilizer, and end up they have to import rice. despite they are a producer of rice. And so in our opinion at DPA, if Sri Lanka cannot resolve this crisis, they might actually be the first country in a very long time that to become a failed state, despite having a working government and not involved in a civil war or major war. This is a very serious situation, and I think this is something worth looking at, because the geopolitics around the world is getting in flux, getting really bad, and there is this challenge against the US dollar as the predominant reserve currency because of the Ukraine war, and a lot of countries actually buying up rubles. So instead of the hype about buying renminbi, which is the yuan, actually more countries actually buying rubles, because Russia have dictated that all unfriendly countries have to pay for anything from Russia in rubles, and even friendly countries of Russia actually decided to just switch to rubles. So things are getting really messy, and anyway, this is just the update on the crisis in Sri Lanka, and maybe I will change this title because this is too general. But anyway, I'll see you in the next update.